The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
So, gas prices are still pretty crazy, and everybody's looking for good deals. And I gotta tell you, I was out today looking at candy. So I wanted to get some candy, And I'm looking at the prices and what you get. My thing is, like, I'll see a bag of candy, and I'll be like, okay, so that's $8 for that. I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? Because they don't even fill half of the fucking bag anymore. The shit that's inside of it's practically worthless, and it's like, so I'm always looking for good deals. Boy, did I find one. Tic Tacs, bitch. Look how big that motherfucker is, dude. That's like almost twice the size of a normal Tic Tac box. $3.50. Yeah, that's expensive, but look at that. At least you're getting more. Fucking Tic Tacs. Way to go. Good on you, Tic Tac. Patty whack. Second thing I wanted to mention. I did that Chud the Builder episode yesterday, and there was one thing that I failed to mention. I'm sad that I failed to mention it. I wanted to mention that my thought when I first saw Chud the Builder was that he looks like gay Super Mario. I wanted to make that joke. I forgot to make that joke. I know. How the fuck could I possibly forget to make that joke? Nevertheless, Chud the Builder looks like he's trying to be gay Super Mario. So there. Another thing I wanted to mention. Just catching up, because we're not really at any wrap-up stage yet. We're at a midpoint. We're not even really at the end of the midpoint. I just wanted to let you know that I'm still keeping track of old stories. So, Ethan, H3, Ethan Klein, he made a video about Hasan. And all of the Hasan dick riders, they decided to play that video on their stream, but just not even be, they just didn't even, like, they just got up and left. They said nothing through the whole thing, just watched it. They just played the fucking video. And they said, we're stealing content. We're just going to play it. Fuck him. Don't watch his channel. Watch our channel. You see it on our channel. We'll take all the revenue from it. Fuck him. Right? So, they got sued. And it's very interesting. This is a very interesting case. I'm really following this very closely. Because, holy fucking shit. So we've got 3 retards getting sued, right? Casey Tron, Frogan, and Denims. Right? Casey Tron, a while ago, I think we even talked about this. Casey Tron decided, you know what? I ain't gonna fucking win. I'm fucked. Let's just settle. Just, make it all better, man. What do you need me to do? You need me to read a hostage note? You're going to write the hostage note, and I'm going to read the hostage note? Alright, I'll read the hostage note. You want some money? I'll give you the money. I'll give you all the money I raise. Just leave me the fuck alone. I'm done with this whole shit. Right? That's the Casey Tron way of dealing with it. I give up. Right? Frogan has chosen a different tact. She decided to just ignore it and then scam her audience out of 40 grand. She set up a GoFundMe. She raised like 40 grand. And she didn't do shit. She didn't file. She just defaulted on it. She just said, and didn't do anything. So, she's going to they're going to decide what she owes. And then she thinks she's going to claim bankruptcy and it'll all go away. I don't know what idiot on TikTok told her that was a good idea, but so we're going to see how that winds up. I think that's going to be funny. And then we have Denims. Denims has decided that she's going to make it go all the way to court, or whatever the fuck she's doing. Like, she's gonna fight it tooth and nail. So, we'll have to see how that goes. But it's like, you've got all three different ways to deal with it. You can fight it, you can give up, or you can just do nothing. And at the end, it'll be interesting, because we'll get to see who came out on top. Is it going to be Casey Tron, who said, I'm done? Or is it going to be Frogan, who said, what's going on? Or is it going to be Denims, who's like, nah, fuck this, I'm fighting. This will be interesting. So, there's that. Kind of a little update on that. Speaking of criminals, allegedly, in Minecraft, right? Hasan Piker, he's been subpoenaed. Now, some people are acting like that means he's going to jail tomorrow. Those people are stupid. And some people are acting like, oh, the court's going to, the case is going to be in the next couple months, and he's going to have to, go to jail while that happens. No, he's been subpoenaed. The government said, I think it'd be fun to have you over, do a little podcast of our own. We're going to do a little interview with you. We know that you like to interview people. We know that you love to be interviewed. So we're going to have you in to do a little interview. And Hasan is going to have to go in and have a chat about his behavior recently. Primarily, they're going to ask him about Cuba. What the fuck exactly were you doing in Cuba? What did you bring to Cuba? What did you bring back from Cuba? How many little boys had to dance for you for how many cookies in Cuba? What else did you make little poor boys do for you in Cuba? Did you have little poor girls earn some cookies? We know your history in other countries. Did you happen to go and visit a child in a brothel in Cuba? Huh? Just wondering. Just asking questions. Hey, I'm just asking statements. I'm just making questions, right? I don't know what happened. That's why I'm making the questions. I don't understand. I have no idea what's going on, right? But we got to have you in so that we can figure out what's going on. Where exactly did you stay in Cuba? And Hasan, I'm not entirely sure if Hasan is going to really need to say very much. They're going to say, do you see this video? And they're going to play the video where he says, oh yeah, I'm dealing with the Cuban government so that I can go over to Cuba and visit. And they're going to put me up and it's a great idea to talk about that on a fucking podcast. Idiot. And they're going to play the videos of him in the hotel, and they're going to say, is this the hotel? Is this you in this hotel? Or is this somehow AI? Is this AI? What are we looking at here, man? Is this you in this hotel? And they're going to play the video clip of him saying that what you really need to do is just go down there with a shit ton of money and just give it away to as many people as possible. Right? And they're going to be like, is that you saying, did you do that? And this could be fines. This could be anything. They could look back at all sorts of videos that Hasan has made, all sorts of things that Hasan has said, and they might be like, you know what, we might need to have a further discussion. Why don't you go with these very nice people, put on these lovely bracelets, they're Gucci, and we're going to put you in a very nice box, and you're going to sit there until we have a couple more conversations. You never know. This fucking shit could go wild from here on out. Because idiot is doing a whole bunch of shit he shouldn't do. And he's going to get fucked Like, dude. Also, Hasan is not the only one. All of the fucking Code Pink or whatever the fuck, those idiots, all those idiots, a bunch of them are also being asked to come in for a little podcast interview session over at the fucking FBI or CIA or whatever the fuck it is. It's FBI, right? FBI deals with in countries. Yeah, it's FBI. So they're gonna go over to. They're gonna get to have a tour of FBI headquarters, right? And they're gonna get to have a tour of holding, and they're gonna get to have a tour of the interrogation 1 and interrogation 2 and shit like that. And then they're gonna get to talk to some of the officers. That'll be fun. And then who knows what happens from there? Who knows? It's an interview. Hey, we just we would like for you to come in and explain what the fuck you were thinking. And Hasan's gonna have to go in and explain what the fuck he was thinking. And Hasan doesn't think ever, it seems. So I don't know. I know one thing. He's certainly not going to be thinking his way out of this one. Because man's head's too fucking small. Like, dude, when I first saw all the memes about Hasan and his little head, I was kind of like... And then I started paying attention to him. And I'm like, well, maybe it's just like the angle of the camera on his stream. Maybe that's just... I don't know. Maybe it's like a weird fishbowl effect. He's just, I'm thinking funhouse tricks. I'm like, wow, what even is this? And then I saw more pictures of him, like front on and shit. And I'm like, oh my God. He really does have a little teeny tiny head. And then I'm looking at this bitch from the fucking Code Pink. And I'm looking at her doing her little interview. And I'm like, you know what? She looks like a shrunken head, right? Like, Hasan looks like his head has been shrunk. But this lady looks like a shrunken head. You know who I'm talking about. The crazy looking bitch from Code Pink. We're gonna go to Cuba and we're gonna give them all sorts of AIDS. And I'm like, don't give all the Cuban kids AIDS, Hasan. Leave them alone. But, I don't know. Again, I'm not alleging anything. I'm just saying allegedly in Minecraft. I don't know. I'm just making questions. I'm just asking statements. Right? So, yeah. I think this is great. I hope something happens. Because again, Hasan is a nuisance streamer. I'm going to be honest with you. Hasan is a nuisance streamer. He doesn't go out in public and annoy people. Usually when he goes out in public, he seems to get pretty annoyed. But he doesn't go out in public and annoy people. He just gets online and annoys people. He's still a nuisance streamer at the end of the day. And we'll see how long he can... I don't even know what you're talking about. His way out of this fucking shit. I don't think it's going to work very well. But, yeah, it's interesting. And I just kind of want to leave you guys with a little piece of lore. This is what I found. I went digging around in Hasan's past. Everybody says, he grew up a rich kid, this, that, and the other thing. I wanted to figure out Hasan's actual origin story, right? And I remembered a story that my brother told me a long time ago. And this story has stuck with me for decades. And I just want to share it with you. It is the unofficial origin story of Hasan, all right? So, there's this guy, got a house on the beach, decided he wanted to retire on the beach, and he was going to look at the ocean until he died, whatever. And every morning, he would see Hasan Piker running down the beach, right? And he was just mesmerized. And, every day he'd see Hasan running up and down the beach. And he went out there one day, stopped Hasan, and he said, "Hey man, I gotta ask you a question. Like, how did you get to be the way you are?" And Hasan said, "I used to be just like you. Just hanging out on the beach. One day, I tripped over this thing in the sand, right? And it was a seashell, really fucking big seashell. And I was like, what the fuck?" And then I look over, and there's a mermaid on those rocks right there. And she said, "Please, you have to give me my sacred seashell. If you don't give me my sacred seashell, I'll be, it'll be terrible. I need it. I'll do anything you want. I'll give you 3 wishes." And Hasan said, "I want all the money I can have. I want millions of dollars." And this mermaid said, "All right, millions of dollars. Hasan's rich." And he said, "All right. Now I want to be really fit. I want to be really built. I want to be a big, tough man because I'm a weak piece of shit and I got no real personality, so I got to make it up with physical intimidation. I need to be a big, strong man so I can meet girls finally, right?" And so she said, "All right." And she made him big, strong, manly man, right? And then, so you get one more wish. And he said, "Well, I got all this money. And I look real good. So, I can buy bitches. I can just get bitches. Whatever. I got everything in the world I need. But you know what I'd really like? I'd like to have sex with a mermaid." No. Can't do that. You're immortal. I'm a mermaid. Can't do it. And Hasan said, "Well, how about a little head?"